The rain. Okay, you had sound, and did it go away? I'm watching the mic. I'm watching the mic. I'm watching the mic. I'm watching the mic. Still on. Still on. Did you hear the disclaimer? Yeah, it did go away. Weird. I didn't even touch it. Okay, it's still on. All right, well, let's try that again. Let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. It's a Wednesday. We have to trade all inventories. No major news overnight, except we have a new president of the United States. A billionaire real estate developer with a Eastern European supermodel as a trophy wife. Huh. Yeah, which one? Oh, Trump. It was Trump. So we got that taken care of. We got oil inventories. Got to prepare for some CAD action. Nothing new. Pretty simple stuff, right? Hello, my name is Wayne. I'm the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com. We're a Forex broker. We offer lightning quick execution. We offer very competitive spreads. The thing is, what you really need beyond all of that, because those are just prereqs, right? What you need is values and ethics and quality service, and that's what we offer. The whole point of these sessions is for me to come here every single day, share my experience with you so that you become a success. That's what we're asking in the beginning, not for money, at least just open up a demo account. Get to know us, become a better trader so that you're more likely to succeed. And then when you have some skills developed, put real money into a live trading account and start your career with TradersWay.com. I do these sessions every single morning, 7:30 a.m. Monday through Thursday here at Forex.Today and every Friday at FX Street, where I'm also Forex Speaker of the Year. We're running out of time though, right? It's almost the end of 2016. I'm going to be a has-been soon. Why? Back in 2016, I was somebody. All right. So we still have sound? Never really sure. Thank you again for Adobe's Flash update. All right, good. Fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. All right. So, how many coffees and energy drinks and tea and pots of tea did you drink? Yeah. A lot, huh? Yeah. So I'm very pleased. I'm a happy camper today, and I'm not talking about the election results. Who cares, right? Who cares? Actually, there is one thing that matters. We've had a stagnant government for I don't know for as long as I can think, right? Right? Where the United States government was just incapable of making any serious decisions. And that's because it was basically split. So the Donald now has the White House, a Congress, and a Senate, so they can get some stuff done. Whether you agree with the policies or not is besides the point, but at least something can get done. And that might be interesting. And he is a protectionist, right? Which means you want to close the borders, which I totally disagree with. But the other thing it means is fiscal spending. So that means maybe, just maybe, sometime in the next 12 months, the government actually does something. I mean, that's interesting. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, cool. I mean, something. And we know that to this giant crisis that we've had, there's been almost no fiscal response. It's all monetary. And monetary has run its course. The government needs to do something besides cash for clunkers, right? So, right? So, anyways, maybe, right? Maybe we got something. That's all. So, I just want to make that point. Mortgage applications down. 30-year rate 3.77. Interest rates are going up a little higher. Once again, 10-year T-note yield going up. About 8 weeks ago, it was 1.4. Now it's 1.86. We're on our way to 2.0. Amazing stuff. Which means some people are freaking out and trying to get out of the bond market as fast as possible. Cool. What else? Did Putin give you a call? Try to get better relations with the West. Hey, this is Putin. I'm sorry, man. Does he really sound like that? I don't think so. Mexican, what do you call it? A Banxico. The Central Bank of Mexico is going to hold a press conference in 20 minutes. Ay, 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 ay. Right? Right. Awesome. They're going to talk about Trump. Maybe talk peso. Right? Cool. So I wonder what's in charge. I believe Karstens is still in charge, right? So anyway, it must be him speaking. I don't have specific details. Telling you, a good time to go on vacation, huh? Yeah, head over to Mexico. The problem is, you get to Mexico and they want $7 for a Corona. I'm like, what the? I thought this was Mexico. How come it's not two for a dollar? All right, I don't know. I got spinning. No, I guess you. I need to check in every so often to make sure you still hear me. It looks like it's still going. All right, fine. All right, so let's talk about the important things because as you can see, everything normalizes. This is oil, right? Remember, it's the end of the world. Oh no, Trump became president. Yeah, whatever. Look, it just is exactly what we have lined up already on the charts. Like the media is going to have a fart fest over these things, and yet it's just what was supposed to happen anyways. All right, so anyways, we got down to the support level. Great. Right. So anyways, so oil came down a little bit. CAD was interesting, right? So last night, as the election results came in, the US dollar got weak, 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 weak. Just ridiculously weak. Except against the Canadian dollar. So let's get rid of our DKK. By the way, look at this. End of the world reversed exactly at reversal pivots. Did you notice how well pivots worked last night? Holy schnicker-schnocker. Even at the end of the world, oh no, Donald Trump's president flipped right at pivot points across the board everywhere. Just like, oh my God, thank you. It's not Fibonacci, but maybe it was his cousin Leonardo Pivot the Point. But it was just a gift. Thank you. Oh yeah. USD CAD. There it is. Okay. Pretty neat, huh? So this point here, where it's going straight up, look at monthly central, or you can do the weekly green, whatever, to weekly red. Just amazing, glorious, beautiful, you know, put your kids through college, buy a bigger home type stuff. And then what? Well, here's the interesting thing. This is the US dollar ridiculously weak, the weakest currency in the world, except it's kicking CAD butt. During this time, the US dollar was pathetically weak. It was junk status. Except against the Canadian dollar. Oh, wow. Huh? Talk about brutal punishment, eh? Just like, oh, just amazing. Yeah, an Aussie. I think Marina must have crushed it on the. What were you trading? Euro CAD? Marina must have just knocked it out of the park. Yeah. Pound Aussie, CAD yen. Yeah. 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 Very nice stuff. Very nice. Very good day. But again, notice the pivot points, right? The market, you're here, you think the market's freaking out, but the market's not freaking out. Isn't that great? Look at green zone. This is gold. Look how I have the gold going down to our green zone, which I also have marked with gray, right? Gold coming down, right? Fib down. Check this out. To the pip, weekly M1. Oh, look at this, monthly M4 to the pip or point or penny or ounce or whatever you call that. Gold, look at this. So exactly, I can't quite get rid of this gray thing yet. It's too close. I guess I can go higher time frame. I'm going to have to go way out. 4 hour. I still can't do it daily. Okay, let's get rid of this. Or at least make it so you can see it. Okay, back to the 5 minute. Check it out, like literally to the point, pip, penny, whatever this is. And then look at this one. Exactly. Monthly M4. Holy smokes, right? Not just once, twice. Yeah, okay, this went one pip lower. Just amazing, right? Just amazing. And this is everybody in South Africa going, yeah! Oh! I could hear it. I'm like, oh yeah, South Africans are going to be so happy. Oh my God. Should have spent the money, guys. Right? You had your chance. Where were you? You're about 3 hours too late. Yeah, paper money, right? Yeah, paper wealth. Kind of like holding on to Yahoo stock for 20 years, huh? Did you read the story that there was a time when Yahoo could have bought Google for $5 million? And then, like 4 years later, the VCs offered Google to Yahoo again. 5 billion. It went from 5 million to 5 billion. They refused. Really? Yeah. Then Microsoft comes along, offers to buy Yahoo for 50 billion. Yahoo's like, no. Just colossal screw up, Rum. How about the guy that started Groupon? It's got no intellectual property whatsoever. And they offered the kid. He was like a kid, like a 25-year-old, the CEO. Look at me, I'm CEO. Right? They offered him like, I don't know, like again, like $2 billion to buy out Groupon when it was a young company. It was like in the third year of its business or something. And he refused. No, we're special. Nobody could copy Groupon, right? You're like, oh, dude, you must be joking. Talk about founderitis, huh? Oh my God, take the 2 billion, kid. Come on. Of course it's struggling in South Africa. I mean, it doesn't have any intellectual property. There's nothing. Anybody can do it. So anyways, yeah, there's the paper wealth, right? There's your Yahoo stock going up. There's your Yahoo stock going down. But in fact, I know someone that I used to work with. Not well, I didn't work at when I worked on a nonprofit board in San Jose, and one of the board members was one of the young employees of little startup Yahoo. And then, I don't know, in the late 90s, he just stopped working. Didn't have to work anymore. I also knew the first real employee at Netscape. She worked for me, actually. She was the first person that actually was legitimately like she wasn't a founder, right? They actually like, oh yeah, we'll hire you. Can you do some stuff for us? Boom, first employee. Badge number 3. So, anyways, she cashed out with millions. She did well. All right. So, we're Oscar Mike again. Oh, look at that, Oscar Mike on euro. I know this still says pound, but it's euro. Nice. Go, 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 go. I don't want to spend too much time on this because, I'm in active trades, but I will show you what I'm targeting. Can you guess what I'm targeting? Look at all the limit orders to get out. All the take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit. Yeah, it has something to do with the pivot points. Genius, genius, genius. But I don't want to stare at it while I'm coaching. So I want to change this to, I don't know, pound Swiss. Just, I don't want to look at it. You guys make me upset when I have to look at these things. Okay. Stressful. Yeah. Okay. So we did oil. Did we do oil? Yeah, we did oil. We did gold. Oh, yen. Okay. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is the 1 hour chart. Okay. 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 Are you looking? Don't you turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Look at this. Exactly. Weekly pivot. Look at. Hey, convince me pivot points are random. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys, right? Like, oh my God. Where do you think the orders sit? Right? Oh my God. Right? Right? I mean, right? Hey, if we get close to 110, let me know. I think I want to bail. I'm trying not to worry about it, but I'm looking at, we're at 20. We were just at 50. Can you let me know if we get close to, like, if we get down to like 110.10, can you let me know? I'm not supposed to worry about it, but, you know. Would anybody, please, on the euro? I mean, I think clearly 110 is going to be a cycle level. Thank you. Sure, thank you. Whew. Just, I mean, it's only 15 more pips, right? But that could happen in seconds, but, you know. All right. I'm just going to manually bail. But this is dollar getting strong again, and that's why it's kind of hard for me. You know, I got concerns to be concerned about it. Yeah, so once again, pivot points, huh? Got to be a little careful. This is role reversal. This is monthly central, isn't it? We're not near the 104 psych. Oh yeah, that's right, the MPP in there. Golly, I'm like biting my fingernails. You're right. I'm looking at it over there now. Oh my God. What it's a giant doji, isn't it? Holy smokes. When you look at the daily chart, holy smokes. We started at MPP, went to MR2, back down to MPP. Oh. Wow. Makes me want to vomit. All right. So, anyways, I don't know what to do. I'm in the middle of a webinar. Um, okay. USD CAD. All right. Let's, otherwise known as pissy or a pound Swiss franc. I don't know why this plugin stopped. We're not indicator. Why the indicator stopped working? But I think it's because it's not actually on here. Can you hear the news? Okay. So give an address, but don't look up her address. Yens are moving, guys. Look at pound yen and Aussie yen. CAD yen even. Well, like Aussie yen, you've already had two pullbacks if you're a bull. Okay, you see? And that's on the hourly, guys. I mean, again, look at the pullbacks. Higher high, higher low, roll reversal, long and gone, off of support, right? Higher high, back to the 21. You know, look at this, the Stokes kickers. So you've had two chances. So, you know, you say don't chase. Well, if you wanted them, they're there. Now, if you were a bear, you would have sold here and sold here. But, you know, I don't know, your call. Okay, euro dollar ain't moving anymore. So if you're going to try to pick a dip here, you mark it up like this over and over and over again, right? So like here, the way you play the 1, 2, 3 is right. You got this, and you got this, right? So you're generally looking for an up. Okay, that high is higher than the previous high, so now you look for a retracement, right? That right. It makes a new high, and then you can do this, right? It's generally what you're looking for. And so this new high may produce a retracement back up. Depends on how it reacts to this area here, this pivot. It might just pop right through and go to the next based on, you know, more sort of news related flow, not necessarily technical analysis, right? All right, so maybe yen, Oscar Mike, I got a what, 10 more pips or so? I'm really supposed to be brave and let it run, but I don't mind booking profits. You know what I mean? Yeah, all right, so pound yen, very good. Okay, we're now on a weekly pivot for euro dollar. Okay, looks like trade the news is done. So we have the Bank of Mexico speaking right now. I wonder if they have a press conference. Bank of Mexico. I don't see any schedules of publications, services, statistics, speeches, and presentations. They're all from last month. Yeah, so I don't see anything on their website. It's too bad. Yeah, pound yen just taking off. Yen super weak. Lovely to limon. Already hitting some of the limits, which is good.
Of the 104 handle as the U.S. yields move higher, only about a big figure off the highs from yesterday. That 105.30, a key level, key resistance level, now about a big figure away. The dollar yen, three big figures from the overnight lows. So a lot of volatility here in the yen and other emerging market currencies following the Trump victory.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I'm a little bit exhausted. I'm looking at 106. Thank you. Shug says 110. We're at 106, 107. I've already scaled out of 2 or 3 of them. Um, you know, I don't know. I guess so. We got a pivot in there and the psych level. Should I go for the other 50 pips? I don't know. It's hard to coach and trade at the same time, right? So let's do this just for the sake of, let me just close, 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 close. All right. Now, if you want, I can do like trade history, custom period, today. That's today. Okay. Save detailed reports. Save. Replace it. Yes. All right. We'll get some stats. Hang on. So, let me get this over with. All right. So, shut up, Trade News. How come he doesn't know? How come he can't read my mind? All right. All right. So here it is. How do I don't, do I want to show this? No. I don't know. Hang on. Let me take a, well, I guess it's okay. I'll just leave it. So 61 trades, 48 winners, 13 losers. They're all small trades, but I told you yesterday that you should focus on small little trades, right? Isn't that what the advice was? 25 pip stops, 50 pip limits, buy pullbacks, do it again, buy pullbacks, do again, right? Wasn't that the advice? right? I mean, look, none of them were big. So $5,000 on a $30,000 account. The largest trade, $374, right? Largest loss, 278. So like they're all pissy little trades. They're all, between 10 and 50 pips each. Over and over and over. How many times was it? 61 times. 79% winners. Just boom. But it's high volatility stuff, right? So you're like, buy, 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 and it goes up and up and up, and you're like, out, 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 and then it drops and reverses. But I'm sure now it takes off, right? But anyways, that's what I get. So I'm just pointing out, like, we had a plan. I actually begged you for 2 days to write it down on a piece of paper, right? Well, how are you going to behave? What kind of strategy are you going to have? What's going to, right? Can everybody confirm that we spent 2 days discussing how you're going to handle the high volatility, and then it was going to be a test of whether you're going to be ready or not anytime soon? That you're going to act the way you want to act in the future, right? Now, would you say I behaved in the way that I said we should behave in this scenario? Right? Lots and lots of pissy little winners. But the thing with lots and lots of pissy little winners is I was never in jeopardy of loss or, right? Right? There was never sort of a death trap waiting to blow, right? Blow my account up, right? So cool. I'm just like, namaste, right? I'm tired and exhausted. I want to go to bed. So here I am taking profit right next to the 110 psych level. At where did I get out? 110.5, 110.8, you know? Isn't that the most conservative thing to do? I know there's a little pivot more, and I know it can go down to the farther, to the green zone. But why not just take the profit and be stress free, right? So it's just the fun account, right? It's just the scalp account. But does it tell the opening? Where's the opening? No, it doesn't have that here. It must have it somewhere, does it? I don't know. So yeah. So anyway, it doesn't have it in front of, but it's the fun account. It only you had $33 or $33,000 in it yesterday. Now it has $38,000 today. It's not bad statistically. It's a little too much, but I don't want that, but that happened. So cool. Oh, here it is. 30, yeah, just under 33 and ended at just under 38. Yeah, cool. But I've had so much liquid injection of caffeine. I mean, I'm busted for a pee right now, and I'm, just constant. So I don't know how long we're going to keep this webinar going. I know it's only 8:15, but tired, man. Baltic Dry Index, 4.7% up, approaching 1,000. That's also very hopeful. Okay. Is anyone going to trade pullbacks on the yens? Because they're pulling back, right? So how do you want to play it? Yeah, the Kiwi news and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's the big conundrum with Kiwi right now, in fact. Okay. If you're a bull, that's what you're looking for. Go out to the hourly now. And sort of trouble. The higher up, like the later in the move you are, the more risk you're taking. Because down here, your risk is you're wrong and it drops even farther, but you only lose once, right? But this, the higher up, the higher up you're buying it. Yeah, I mean, you might think, well, because it's got, this is the third or fourth chance to get in. Now it's bullish, right? But the thing is, now you're in the resistance area, right? So the higher up you are, the actual more risk it is. Because even if you're wrong here, at least you bought it at support and you don't look like an idiot, right? If you buy it up here this late, you're like, well, I got 3 levels of confirmation that it's going up. Yeah, well, now you're buying it up near resistance. I mean, just price action says that this could be trouble right here. Okay. Pivot points say this could be trouble here and here. Right. So I'd rather you take the shot down in here than be late to the game. So I don't know what the Bank of Mexico is saying right there, right now. Maybe we should look at that. Guess for that. Oops. Guess for that I got to get off the ends. Let's maybe. Oh, what just happened? Brent. Yep. Yeah, I drew this down here, didn't I? Look at that. Down, up, down. It just kept doing it. Consolidate. Wow, look at that. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's just oil. Oh, did you guys see copper last night? Copper was ridiculous. It moved before anything else moved. What else? Chinese yuan, it skyrocketed, followed by plummeting. I don't know. I think my brain's fried, guys. I think I'm done. I can't even remember what I was supposed to be doing. I think I was going to go to Mexican peso, wasn't I? So they're speaking right now, but I already have the role reversal set here. As you can see, I'll put a role reversal on a role reversal, right? That kind of thing. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's pull the plug early. That gives me a little bit of time to maybe uh, get a nap or something before the market open. Yeah, let's do that. So, hey, sorry for cutting it short. I'm tired. What can I say? Hey, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May our profits be above average. And I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you did well. I hope you said, I'm going to act as if I'm the trader that I want to be. I want to be patient. I want to be disciplined. I want to have a plan. I, I want to have a strategy. I want to be ready and I want to trade the way I want to trade. And we did talk about it for 2 days. You had the opportunity to even write these things down on paper. I even suggested use a stinky pen so that you organize your brain in many different ways. So I don't know what you did, but I hope you made yourself proud. Even if you didn't make money, I hope you not tried to make money. I hope you tried to be the trader you want to become to be, because you're supposed to be practicing how to be successful. Throwing down a bunch of trades just makes you busy, doesn't make you successful. So I hope you stood up to the challenge. I hope you passed the test. And if not, maybe when Chelsea runs, huh? So anyways, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm always here for you. Cheers.